Lizak in on a single leg right away off the whistle. Finishes it and gets a takedown. He's up on top where he likes to be.
We talked about it last week. That's typically a bad sign for the other guy if Lizak gets an early takedown, because he's best from the top position.
Konrath doing an awesome job of creating a little bit of a scramble here.
That referee should start counting.
Yep.
There you go.
Ethan does need to climb up, and there's the fifth count, so that's going to be a stall warning on Ethan Lizak, which is the right call.
Absolutely.
Konrath did a very good job there of, keeping his elbows in, not letting Ethan stretch him out.
Kind of created some chaos and got Ethan to a bad position where he had no choice but to hang out on that leg to maintain control. But Ethan gets a fresh start, and he's back to what he likes to do.
I think that was a position, too. I think Ethan knew, obviously, he could hear the ref count. He knew that there was going to be a stall coming once he hit 5 on the count, but was okay with giving up the stall because he didn't want to lose the top position. And now he's got Konrath in a tough spot right now.
Pretty close. There he goes. The ref's counting.
Ethan's been working on this a little bit, trying to jump over off this tilt right to that power half.
Has had the opportunity against some weaker opponents recently to sort of hone that in and get back comfortable with it. But that's the way that he got to the pin last week for Maryland, and was trying to do it again there. Secures his 4 near fall.
And again, Konrath probably needs to be aware of where his left side elbow is too, and right now it's way out away from his body, and that's where Ethan's going to be able to stick that leg in,
there he is.
And he can stretch him out here. He needs to keep that far elbow in to protect from that leg coming in.
You called that almost like you've seen that before.
I have watched him do that a few times. Another 5 count for Lizak, so 4 points will be added again.
See if he hops up on top, tries to
Try
stick
to do
that
it
half
again.
in. There it is. And now he's got it pretty deep.
Konrath's got some flexible shoulders.
Lizak trying to get back chest to chest, needs to settle back just a little further. He's a little high. He's not going to be able to get that shoulder pinned to the mat that high.
.26 seconds to go. He's still got some time. Konrath doing a very good job of fighting this. Seven seconds left. Konrath's going to fight this one off.
Hey, that's
Great
a
job to him, man.
Heck of a fight by that young man.
That's not easy to do, and he definitely fought as hard as he could to get out of that position. 10-0 lead for Ethan Lizak after the first period. Looks like Ethan has his choice, and he's just going to go top right away. 2:53 a riding time for Lizak. Well, contact issue.
Heard a young fan behind me say, "Is that a tooth?" I don't think it was a tooth. I think we'd have a much bigger issue. Potentially some blood out there if it was a tooth, but just a contact.
Yeah.
Good for Lizak.
Did not lose a tooth. Ethan right away stepping that right leg in. Again, you see there Paul Konrath does a better job of keeping that left elbow in tight to his body, but again, now it's back out away from it. And the problem is if you only focus on one side, Ethan does a very good job of pulling you to the other side where he can get you extended over the far side now.
Mac, I'm pretty sure it's been the same side all 3 times, and that's just a tough hole. I mean, you got a guy who that's his bread and butter. He's good at it, and it's your responsibility to try and stop him. And Konrath so far hasn't been up to the test. 14 rip.
.52 seconds to go. Lizak leads 14-0. He's trying to get a couple more here. Konrath trying to fight this belly back down. No near fall there. Be interesting to see what Konrath does when it's his choice here in the third. I would think he would take neutral.
Has to, right?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way we're choosing down.
I hope he doesn't choose down. Time's going to run out, so it's a 14-0 lead for Ethan Lizak into the third period. His choice, he will take neutral.
Yep.
4:53 a riding time for Lizak, so that's locked up. The point will be added at the end of the match.
Let's see if Konrath can get a little bit going. You know, Lizak has a tendency to get a little dusted in the third period. He's in on a single, but Konrath did a good job defending it, and there you go.
He's going to go behind.
Got to go behind. Easy go behind.
There's kind of that issue that we talked about. Ethan needs to keep going. Another takedown for Konrath. Ethan trying to reach back and catch that leg.
Keep it on the mat.
Konrath trying to run a cradle here.
And he's got a lot of juice. I mean,
he does. Konrath's looking good. He's looking fresh right now. And
fighting off your back takes a lot of energy, but not the way that Lizak puts you on your back. It's just kind of like keep the shoulder up. I'm not really in a lot of danger of getting pinned. And so he's got a ton of energy, and Lizak not looking like he's
has any energy at all right now.
Yeah, interested in finishing the match.
Another takedown for Konrath. That's his fourth of the period.
Just like we were saying, I mean, Lizak he has been known to gas in the third period, and
stall warning, second warning on Lizak.
He is totally gassed right now.
(18-9), and Lizak's in jeopardy of losing this major right now. Another shot by Konrath. He's going to finish that for a takedown, and he needs one more to take away the major. Lizak will get a riding time point at the end here.
And for Konrath, you got to look at that as, hey, that's a big win. I mean, yeah, 14-0 in the first two periods, but
finishes 19-11.
yeah.